Good morning, it's Andrew Smith from Royal LePage Kelowna. Welcome to Coffee with Andy. It's Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. We're at the El Dorado. Got the lake right to my right. We're on Lakeshore, and yeah, we're in probably one of the nicest patios in town. I don't think I've ever been here before 11 o'clock, before 11 a.m. It's it's a different kind of vibe. There's people on their way to business meetings. There's people with golf clubs. Well, I haven't seen anyone what I would consider to be a local. I would say staff outnumber customers maybe 3 to 1 right now. There's just a beehive of activity, people getting ready for a lunch rush. But anyway, if you're in town, if you're in the Mission area of Kelowna, we're at the El Dorado, and it's gorgeous here. Real estate. Same old. 47 residential sales last week, which is pretty good compared to, well, that's kind of where it's a little above average. We're in the mid to high 40s instead of the low to mid 40s. But what we had last week was an interest rate cut from the Bank of Canada. We had 25 basis points, and it's nearly unanimous in my industry that people believe that that's going to create a lot of activity. And I subscribe to that theory also, but it's certainly not immediate. What an interest rate cut does, it might get people who are sitting on their couches and not in the process yet to begin the process. They might contact their realtor. They might see a sign and say, I'm kind of curious what that costs. What would my payments be? So they need to go out and see houses. They need to write an offer on a house. They need to get an offer accepted. They need to have conditions. They need to have the conditions removed and a deposit check written, paperwork handed in before it's recorded as a sale. So we're seeing mid 40s to high 40s every week. Before we start seeing low 60s to mid 60s, these new people coming into the system have to work their way through the process and start buying houses. And if you figure people see 8 to 10 houses before they write an offer, it's going to take a while before we start to see numbers, before we start to see positive data from an interest rate decrease like we saw last week. So stay tuned for that. There were 17 condominium sales last week, which is a little less than where we've been in the mid 20s, but that number just kind of bounces around like I don't know. It's just all over the map. It's high 30s, low teens. So it's more of the same. But the average sale price last week was $1,035,000, which is pretty much where it's been all year. So there's no change there. And that's my housing update. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next Tuesday.